I'm Jake with Slick Rock Productions, and I'm going to state the obvious. We're about to do a skid plate installation. So this is my 2019 Turbo S 4-seater, and it's getting a bit of a skid plate upgrade. So we're going with Trail Armor's Ultra Tough Polymer 1/2 inch thick skid plate on here. And you want to talk about a company that deserves to be in this industry? This company definitely does. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get into that installation, and it is a tedious process. I'm not going to make you go through all that. So I'm going to speed it up, and if there is anything noteworthy, tips, tricks, or anything like that along the way, I'll definitely be stopping to let you know. All right, first tip, anybody who is running a frame reinforcement kit, ours is from Super ATV, anybody running anything similar is going to see that you're not going to be able to use this portion of the skid plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this portion off and get this mounted up. So we got all the main body skids mounted and held in place with the OEM button washers and screws. So next we are going to take the metal brackets that come with the rock sliders that join the rock sliders to the main body skids. So we're going to get those installed now. These are the metal brackets I was referring to. So that's the metal bracket that connects the rock slider to the main body. So I've got the passenger side done here. You see how that slips underneath the main body skids, and it's held right there. Make sure all your holes are centered, and then you've got a self tapper here at the end. But as long as all these other holes line up perfectly in the center, you're good to go. I'm going to get the other side put in and we'll go from there. So another note to make when you're doing this, they provide a bunch of self-tapper screws. And I noticed that in several instances, the self-tapper was just fine, would go in, but a lot of the time the frame was so stubborn that I was having to pre-drill the holes. So and then I found out that it was just easier to go ahead, pre-drill the holes, and just go to the effort and make it easier with the self-tappers. But so far, I have just got the outer ones to drill on the rock sliders and get it done. And the instructions that they provide are very thorough. I don't think anybody's going to have a real issue trying to follow those. They've done a really good job with the pictures and explains well. So kudos to them on excellent instructions. That's always nice to see. But yeah, we're going to keep going here and get her buttoned up. Get that outer layer of last bit of screws into the rock slider. The rock slider was hanging down a bit just because of it comes formed flat. So I let the machine down, and then I put the jack with a block under there to hold the rock slider up tight against the machine, so then I can get into those holes a lot easier, because before they were, 5-6 inches away from the machine. So just a simple thing, just use a jack and have that bend that rock slider up. So I'm going to get the rock sliders finished up, going to pre-drill and then knock those out. I think I've got 14 bolts left and then just a couple little pieces. But Nick from Trail Armor called me today and he said, don't get attached to these rock sliders. He's got a surprise coming for us. So I can't wait to see what that is. I'm assuming I'm going to be pulling these back off. So can't wait to see what you got coming for us, Nick. Hard to beat the look of a fresh skiddy. Look how nice. Top-notch quality, fit and finish, phenomenal. Seriously, hats off to Trail Armor. You guys are awesome. Cannot wait to go out and put a beating on this. So in between the time that I was filming the installation of the Trail Armor skid plates on the machine, in that video I made a comment that Nick reached out and said, hey, don't get used to the rock sliders. I've got a surprise for you. Well, guess what? Dude, Nick came through. Look at that, slick rock Trail Armor etched right in the side of the rock slider. Dude, Nick, you are a badass. Thank you, brother. I cannot wait to get these installed, and we'll see you on the trail.